Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is where you are, and welcome back to another episode on the Annoyed Dad channel. Yes, this is my kitchen, this is my cooker at home. Well, this isn't my cooker, this is my cooker. But anyway, we are back at my house, and you might hear the dogs and kids and other things within the background, but please don't worry about it. It's just normal stuff that happens at my house. So today we are starting a new series. If you are watching this on the day when it goes out, I'm going to record this in one take, the whole lot, all the way through from start to finish, because I want to get it up today. Today is Sunday, May the 14th, and I am going to start these duck eggs in the incubator. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a hatchalong. So whenever I do anything, I'm going to film it and I'm going to put it up that same day. So, duck eggs. Why am I hatching them? What's going on? What's happening? We got ducks up at the farm, as many of you will know. Every single one of those ducks has been killed in the last week. We think a mink or a weasel or some other sort of creature got into the enclosure where the geese are, because that's where the ducks are as well, because they live together. And it basically killed all the ducks over the period of 2 nights. I found the hole. It was a very small hole, but it's been blocked up and we've had no issues since. But we've lost every single duck. What I do have is these duck eggs, which are left over. They're the only duck eggs that haven't been sold or eaten. They're the only ones left, basically. And they're about 3 or 4... about 5 days old at the most, I think. So we're going to try to hatch them just to try to carry on the bloodline of the ducks that we had. However, 1, we won't be having as many ducks as what we had before, and 2, these will be placed, when they hatch, they will be placed within a cage, which is somewhere else, not located where the other ducks were and where they got killed. So, as I said, quick video, all in one take. It's going to be a hatch-along. So every time I do anything, film it, get it up that day, so as you'll be able to see. Slight problem is, ducks take 28 days to hatch, which is 4 weeks. In exactly 4 weeks' time, I would have been back in the country for 1 day, because I'm going away for a little bit. I'm not going to tell you where or when or for how long, because that would be silly, really, wouldn't it? But other people will be looking after the farm, so don't worry about that. So, duck eggs. We're going to hatch them. So to start off with today, we're just going to place them into the incubator. Now, they have been stored pointy end downwards, as you store all of your eggs as you're ready for hatching. Because at the top here is where the air sac is, and then you'll have the yolk and all of the other bits. So you always store them with the pointy bit downwards. It's just the best way to do it. When we place them into the incubator, some will stay upright, others will fall over. To be honest with you, when they're in there, I get asked this question a lot. Does it matter if they're upright, that way, upside down, on the side? No, is the easiest answer to that. It doesn't really matter at all, because they're going to get rocked back and forward by the cradle anyway, so it's going to change the position of them. Some will fall over, some will roll around, others won't. The incubator, should we take a quick look at it? Alright, as I said, all in one take. Ooh, you have to excuse what's in the background of my kitchen if you see anything that looks a bit daft or silly. The other day I got told by somebody that I shouldn't have an iron in my kitchen. I got no idea why, but there you go. So we are using the Brinsea Ovation EX. It is a 24 egg incubator. You might remember I brought this one during lockdown and did the review video on it. But we have got it set to 37.5 degrees, although on the screen there it says 37.6. I had it turned on for a couple of hours just to warm it up, as you always do, like you would warm up your oven before you start cooking in it. See, can you see the screen there? There we go. And I've got the humidity set to 45%. Some people get really crazy about the humidity and they go really mad for it, and they try to get it exactly perfect, just the right little bit. It don't matter, alright, unless you're living in the middle of Texas, the middle of a Spanish desert, or the middle of the Sahara. Alright, the background humidity is more than enough to do it for the first little bits, so don't get stressed about that. And I tell people this all the time, and there's always someone who pipes up and goes, "Oh, you should." You shouldn't. Don't worry about it, just worry about the temperature. That's the most important thing. And the most important thing I have to worry about here, leaving this, is that just that way is a window. and we get the sun coming through the window. So I need to make sure that this doesn't get too hot when the sun comes through the window. So what we're going to do now, are you playing the So game? If so, how many drinks have you had so far? What we're going to do is take the lid off. I'm going to unplug it, take the lid off, and place the eggs in. Now you will spot that this is a humidity one, so you can see there where there's a little outline of where the water's fallen through, and there's a little pipe, and you follow the little pipe all the way along. It goes to that pipe, and that pipe goes into that old squash bottle that's got water in it. That keeps it at the rough humidity that you want. I've got the airflow open, so as there's going to be lots of airflow, there always is in these things anyway, they're not airtight. And the turner is turned on, so that will turn them backwards and forwards every 45 minutes. Right, all in one take. Where can I put you so you can see me load up? Let's see, can we go there? Yeah, look at you there. Right, I'm going to take off the power, lift them up. So what we'll do is in a week's time, so if you're not already subscribed, you should subscribe. And then in a week's time, we will candle them and we will see how many of them are actually growing. Because if you don't know, and I know I pick up people from all over the place to be subscribers on this thing, and not a lot of people will know everything. So when the chick starts, the duckling, sorry, starts to grow within there, you'll be able to see it as it's growing. So after a week, we'll be able to place a light underneath it, and it will shine a nice bright light up through it, and we'll be able to see what's going on within the egg, and it looks really cool. So we will do that in a week. Now, so we have got 2, 4, 6, 8 duck eggs, and because they were there, and because I'm not going to eat them, I've also got 3 turkey eggs. And I'm not 100% sure what Mrs. Turkey's done, because we've only got 1 male, 1 female turkey, and they are related. So I'm not 100% sure if anything will happen with those eggs, or if anything will be done. So we put the lid back on, plug the incubator back in, and we will see. It does its bleepy bleepy. There you go, and it's dropped down to 34. Humidity's dropped down a little bit, not a huge amount, and you can see where it's got P there. So all we do is we just press OK, and the P stands for power cut, to let you know that there was a power cut. And I think that the turner, let's have a quick look. So temperature 37.5, relative humidity 45, turn mode. Turn mode's off. We need to turn the turn mode on to make sure that it turns. Turn interval 30-45, alarm high. If it goes 2 degrees over, it will issue the alarm. If it goes 3 degrees low, it will issue the alarm. Cooling for 10 minutes, and we have it in English, so as we know what the temperature is, and we click save, and there we go. So we changed from a 0 down here to a line which is moving around, which will be to let us know that it will do the turnies. So this motor here will go and it will rock them backwards and forwards. So yeah, as I said, quick video, very quick, under 10 minutes, everything's set up, everything's in there, ready to go. Check back, 1 week time, we will candle them. It might be on the Saturday night, maybe not the Sunday night, but we will see. I will try for the Sunday, and yeah, we will go from there. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.